Okay. Thanks, Bracken, for helping us out with this assignment. So I'll go ahead and tell you your first scenario. You are um, you're deciding where you want to go to eat dinner tonight. You've narrowed down your choices to your top five, and then you wanted the app's help to help you choose one of those five to take your family to tonight. So you
Okay.
pull up the app, and this is the home screen. What do you do from there? Okay, so you want to read it out loud what you clicked?
Start a voting poll or let RoundTable randomly select for you.
Awesome. So as soon as you do that, you are brought to this page.
Okay. Restaurant list.
So what are you thinking right now? What's calling your attention the most? Or where, I guess, where are your eyes being pulled?
Right now, I'm trying to find where I can put my 5 choices of a restaurant.
Okay.
And I'm guessing the add restaurant buttons.
Okay,
Add
so as
restaurant.
soon as you click that, then you can't see it on paper because it's on paper, but it'll be added to this list right here.
Oh, okay. So these are restaurants.
Yes.
Okay. Can I ask you questions?
Sure.
Or do I have to click customer support?
You can.
So if I have a restaurant in mind, do I just look for it here, or is there a way I can like type in and enter a restaurant?
Yeah, so you can hit this search button here.
Okay, that's part of it. Click.
Okay, and then you can type in your. I don't think we have a wireframe for the search results.
Okay.
So let's assume that your 5 restaurants are in this list.
Okay, so I've added my 5 restaurants. 1, 2,
Okay.
3, 4, 5. Okay.
Perfect.
Then
Randomly select. Okay, and
choose
then
me
it'll
randomly.
choose and it'll be displayed right here.
Okay.
And so that's your decision. That's where you're taking your family.
Okay.
Okay. Was that confusing? Was it pretty straightforward? Is there anything that you would suggest that we change about it?
For me, like here, I can see the different restaurants that are choices. But since I already had 5 in mind, I was looking for a way to enter those.
Okay.
And I didn't realize that these were the choices, or if the restaurant wasn't there. I was looking for a way to search.
Okay, I gotcha. So I guess
A way to
there's
search or enter
also
them in.
so there's a little filter and search bar right
Okay.
here. We don't have that developed that much. Maybe would it help to add a little search bar here as well?
Maybe, yeah.
Okay.
Because I didn't realize this was part of this part.
Okay.
I thought this was part of just like
more
the
the
general
global
website.
navigation. Okay. Okay, perfect. So that's a good bit of feedback right there. So for your second scenario, you're back on the home screen. You and your friends are having a tough time deciding which restaurant. You can't come to an agreement. So between you and all of your friends, you've narrowed it down to 3 choices, but you can't decide between them. So you want to create a poll where everyone can vote.
Create a poll where your 3 friends can vote?
Where 3 of your friends can vote, yeah, or however many friends are involved.
Oh, okay.
Or yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so you go there and you're back here.
Okay. And then there's 3 restaurants. Okay. So click, click, click.
Okay.
Then create a poll.
Cool. So as soon as you click that, you'll be shown a pop-up.
You're about to create a poll. Just a couple more steps. Poll code. Create a poll that will have the ability to enter in participants' emails. Okay. So I'll enter in a bunch of emails and phone numbers. Okay. And publish and send invites.
Okay. And as soon as you click that, you're brought here to the voting page.
Okay.
Also, your friends that click that link are going to be taken there as well.
Okay. You're allowed to have 1 restaurant selected at a time. Vote. Okay. So these are all the restaurants that are in the poll.
Yeah. So if you just added 3, then only the top 3 would be there.
Okay. So click submit vote.
So did you click on the image or that?
The image.
Okay. So if you click on the image, Then you're taken to the restaurant where you can
Okay.
look at it and stuff
Okay.
and look at
The
reviews.
hours, reviews. Okay. Okay. How do I exit out of this? Click the back button.
Okay.
Okay. And then vote. Submit vote.
Okay, yeah, so as soon as you click vote, you can't see again because it's on paper,
Mhm.
but this restaurant will be highlighted, and then you click submit vote.
Okay. Cool.
Okay, and then as soon as all of your friends have voted as well, then the winner will be displayed here.
Okay.
So did you find anything confusing there? I know when you clicked on the image, you weren't expecting to be taken to the restaurant.
Right.
Would you suggest we change anything that way to make it more clear?
I don't feel like that's that big of a deal. I feel like that happens on websites. I click on something
Okay.
and it's not the thing that I expect, but then if it's not, then I click
Go
on
back.
something else until I find what I'm looking for. The one thing though is when I got up into this, I was expecting it to be like one of those boxes where you can just like exit out. Like, okay, I've seen this, exit.
Mm-hmm.
Like I was looking for a little X.
Okay.
'Cause that's kind of what I expect on a thing like this where it pops up with some information and then it closes again. But
Okay.
then I had to click the back button, I assume,
Mm-hmm.
to get back to it.
Yeah, because this took you to a different page, and maybe just because it's on paper, it looks a little bit more confusing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I assume like if I'm in a poll, then like if it's in progress, then I won't be taken to another page. It'll just be
Okay.
like a pop-up. Otherwise, it'll mess with the poll. That's just what I assume.
Okay, so maybe it would be better if you were to click on it, then something about the restaurant would show up there, and then you can click out of that box.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
I don't know if that really makes a difference. That's just what I was looking for.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. Do you have any other feedback in general about this scenario?
Don't think so. This was the. What's the poll code for?
So the pull code.
So I was also thinking like I would need to copy that somewhere.
Okay.
But then it turns out I didn't need to, I guess.
Yeah. So I guess what we had in mind for that was we could search, like, paste in the pull code and search for that, and you'll be brought to the page.
Okay.
But I don't think we have that fully developed yet.
Okay.
So was that just kind of confusing seeing the pull code there?
It wasn't
Not
super
really
confusing.
necessary?
I mean, there was an option to copy code, so that's what I was about to do.
Okay.
But then I was looking for like some instruction, and then it just said add the email. So then I just added the email. So I don't think it was a huge deal.
Okay. Awesome.
I just thought maybe I'd need to reference it later, but.
Okay.
But no.
Well, let's go to the third scenario then.
Okay.
So for this third scenario, you're a restaurant owner and your restaurant isn't included in the website yet, and you want to make sure that it is. So that way, when people are adding restaurants and stuff to the polls and that kind of thing, yours will appear there as well, and they can add it.
Okay.
So you're a restaurant owner. You want to add your restaurant to the website. What would you do here?
About us.
Okay. So when you click About Us, you're taken here.
Okay. Restaurants. Group photo. Okay. Photos. Okay, and then reviews.
Reviews. Let's see. It's taking a long time to load. Okay. So you click Reviews. You're taken here.
restaurants.
Okay, for restaurants, you're taken to the same page.
Okay. Okay, so then submit a new restaurant.
Okay.
Okay. And then put in my restaurant, the address, that. I upload an image, put in the operation hours.
Okay, and this is feedback that we've gotten from other people too. We've since added a little submit button right there.
Okay.
For after you filled everything out, because there's no clear indication of what you're supposed to do next. So
Okay.
yeah, there's a submit.
Submit.
So you can click that, and then your restaurant will be submitted.
Okay.
So it took you a little while to navigate to this page, I think. What would make this whole process easier?
Well, I went to About Us first, because if I'm an owner and I'm gonna put my restaurant on there, I want to know a little bit about the website.
Oh, okay.
So that wasn't me looking for how to submit it. That was
you were just trying to read more about it. Perfect. Okay, that's good.
And so the same thing with reviews. But then when I went to reviews and it said submit a new restaurant, because I was in the reviews tab, I thought that was to submit a review for a restaurant.
Okay, that was my mistake. I meant to give you this one.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is the reviews page.
Okay.
And then later you clicked on restaurants, and that took you here.
That was my other thing, that both of those went to the same page.
Yeah, so that was my mistake. I gave you the wrong page.
Okay. And then here you could leave the reviews and everything.
Yeah.
Alright. But then I would have gone to restaurants.
Okay, then you would have gone to restaurants.
But yeah, About Us and reviews, I was just kind of looking to see about the website.
Okay, I got you. You're just trying to explore a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay.
But then when I went to restaurants and then submit a new restaurant, then that's pretty self-explanatory. I wouldn't have been as confused there about if I was submitting a review or my restaurant.
Okay. Okay, and then besides the submit button, which we've since added, would you suggest we change anything else about this whole experience?
The only thing, I was looking for a place to write a little blurb about my restaurant.
Okay.
Say what kind of food I have, or have a chance to kind of sell my restaurant a little bit.
Okay.
Instead of, hours and everything, that's great where it's at. And an image, and maybe even multiple images.
Okay.
To show different foods that we have. Because
Okay.
I know a lot of times when people are looking at a restaurant, they want
to scroll through pictures.
Okay. And so if I don't want to do that as a restaurant owner, that's great. But if I do, then an option would be good.
Okay. Well, awesome. Thank you very much. I appreciate your feedback.
Yeah.
Thanks for your help. Okay, well, let's go ahead and stop there.